Hello everyone, hope you're all well. Today I'm going to be talking about my bass collection. If you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe because it really helps. So, best bass to start with is the first bass I ever played. It's not technically mine, but my dad bought it when I told him I wanted to play bass, and he thought he'd buy it, and if I don't play it, he will. It's an Epiphone Thunderbird. Not the greatest bass to play, but I can't bring myself to get rid of it because it was the first one I ever played. So, moving on from that is the Soundgear Sr300. This is the first bass I ever owned, and I still absolutely love it. It's so versatile and it's beautiful. Next one is a bit of a weird one. It costs about 20 quid. It's a Ventura Base, but my dad made the scratch plate for this. You probably can't see it on the camera, but it's actually got both of our names engraved just here. It's quite a nice bass to play for the price, and it sounds really nice as well. So I really like it. The next one is the Paul Gray signature bass. Now, this one was really difficult to get hold of, but the reason I own it is because my first introduction to bass was seeing a video of Paul Gray from Slipknot teaching how to play some of their songs, and don't know what it was about the bass, but I kind of, something in my brain went, that's what I need to do, and I've never looked back. But this one means a lot to me because I wouldn't be playing bass if it wasn't for him. This one actually ended up coming from France because you can't get it anywhere, but it's really heavy and really big to play, so I don't play it live a great deal because it hurts, but I still love it, and I like that it's kind of got his signature on the back as well. So yeah, I love this one. It's so heavy. The next one is an Ibanez Roadstar, or Roadster depending. I haven't played this one a great deal, but I absolutely love the sound of it, and I'm hoping to start playing it a lot more, especially because when I got it, it wasn't in the greatest shape, but I've been helped to set it up properly and it feels amazing now. Yeah, it's had a bit of a Frankenstein job on the back, but I like that because it gives it character. I think it's either a late 70s or early 80s one. I'm pretty sure it's early 80s. But it's very heavy, not quite as heavy as the Paul Gray ATK, but I really like it. This one is, well, it was originally an SR1000. It's a through neck. It was fretted, and I played it as my main bass for quite a while, but in the end I kind of thought it lends itself more to being a fretless, especially because of the through neck. And I like it a lot more for that, because there are basses I prefer to play over this one as a main bass now. And it actually sounds way better as a fretless. The guy who converted it is actually the man who made one of the basses I'm going to talk about at the end. And he's done a great job, so thank you. But yeah, it's a beautiful bass, but it makes more sense to have it fretless. And this one, as I'm sure you've probably been looking at it, is the Ibanez Iceman, and it's very big. It's got a really growly tone. It's difficult to get a clean or melodic sound out of it, but I like the challenge and I like that it makes me play differently, and it's really cool when you're playing heavy stuff because it's got a massive attack on it. This was actually second hand, and I don't know if you can see, but it's got a weird skull and crossbones on it somewhere that's kind of been burnt into it, but I like that it's got that because I have no idea where that came from, but I like to speculate, so. This one is a vintage make P bass, and I've not had this very long. I don't tend to play P bass or jazz bass styles, but I absolutely fallen in love with this bass. I would say it's one of my favourite basses, even though they all are. Whichever one I'm holding is my favourite, basically. But it makes me play differently again. It's really slack, as P basses generally are, but it looks so cool. I just love it. Yeah, I didn't think I would fall in love with it as much as I have, but I was really drawn to it as soon as I saw it, which is unusual for me, but I really like it, so I'm really happy to have it. Now, this one, another weird one, but it's really cool, is a satellite Piccolo bass. I think it's either late 60s or early 70s, not sure. I don't think the person I got it off really knew what they had, because it was fairly cheap, but it's in working condition. They were selling it as spares and repairs, but it sounds great to me. So there are a couple of things I would like to get sorted on it, but other than that, it's a really nice bass, and it's so cool to own. And some may argue it's the perfect size bass for me. This one, I'm sure a lot of you will recognise because I play this pretty much constantly. I think there's not a day gone by that I haven't played this bass. I've had it for about 6 years now, I would say. And I got it from Cash Converters, really cheap. And I was amazed when I saw it because I was like, it feels amazing, why is it in here? And it's never failed me. It's my favourite bass ever, along with that one there, which I'm going to tell you about in a minute. It's a Soundgear Sr300. I can't seem to find any others in the same colour as this, so it's a bit weird, but let me know if you found any, because I would kind of like to see any other ones. But it's a beautiful bass, it's really versatile, and I just love it. There's nothing this bass can't do, and I find it really easy to play. It basically plays itself, so it's really nice to own. So I'm really grateful to have it. And the very last one is the Anaconda Crusher CXE4 Elite. Bit of a long name, But it's the first and only custom instrument I've ever owned. I absolutely love it. It's beautiful for a start. And the guy who made this is the same guy who converted that bass to fretless. So you can see what a great job he's done. I mean, all of his instruments are just beautiful. It sounds great. It's got a lot of a brighter tone than this one does overall, which is not a bad thing, but I like that it makes you play different kind of things. It lends itself to slap bass really well because it's really zingy, but if you turn the tone all the way to the bass, it's got an amazing smooth blues tone. I actually used it on the Dave Simpson Trio album 3 for a lot of the slower blues songs, so absolutely love this bass. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video and hopefully see you next time.